Hello everyone out there, I'm Joseph Hidoko, and in this video I'll be taking us and just doing a review on the baby Doge coin. It's a meme coin and they have a very large community. You can see here their Twitter followers is about 1.5 million followers on Twitter, and you can also check them out on Telegram, Discord, and the other channel they are currently available on. So in this video I will be doing a review and giving us a practical step on this information here. This very information, the moment we have all waited for. We are live on BSC Test Net. So they are currently on the BSC Test Net, which is the BinanceSmart chain test net. So the baby Doge coin, they are building the exchange so that investors and traders can interact on the exchange. So currently they don't have any exchange on the BinanceSmart chain. The one they have is the testnet, which they are still test running to fix any bug and any problem before they launch the mainnet. So the announcement for the mainnet is already out. Look at this information. It was released 16 hours ago, and it read we should have a live date for mainnet of baby Doge swap soon. Then it went on to say we will give away $250 to a lucky user who retweet this tweet, comment a picture or video using babydodgeswap.com on testnet. So and if you find any bug and post on their Telegram group, which they gave the link there, will give you a bonus of $250. So now a kind of on a long term, I'm bullish on the baby Doge coin. I strongly believe that it will be, or maybe it might outperform Shiba Inu, but I'm not sure. I'm not a financial advisor. It's just for education. So I was just checking them out. I've known the project for quite a long time, but I've not done any major investment on the project because of the tokenomics. And I believe in the future they will adjust the tokenomics, then someone can really go all in to the project, because they have a lot of amazing product that I love so much. So they have a market cap of this 139,475,213, and pretty cool. There's a lot of data here that you want to go through. So when I was still researching and I saw the tokenomics, the maximum supply is huge, and I'm hoping that they will activate a burning mechanism to reduce the supply. The supply is too much, and it won't really see much, though they have the network effect, very large network community. But I just believe that they really need to activate a burning mechanism to reduce the supply, so that the token won't be that too much, which will really affect the price. So it needs to be scarce so that more investors can come in and also make maximally from it as well. So now we are going to interact with the test net, and this is what I strongly believe it has happened with other projects before. When they are about to launch the test net, there's usually an airdrop for those that will interact with the test net exchange. That is those that will test run it. I'm already test running it, and I will give the team a feedback if there's any, if I find out any bug, which I've done. Then they will be able to look into it and fix whatsoever bug that will be a challenge in the nearest future. So this announcement came about a few weeks back. Then let's interact with the test net so that you position yourself for a potential airdrop. So click on the link here, and before you interact with the test net, make sure, maybe preferable, just use a laptop that has a MetaMask, because you have to connect it with your MetaMask and add the network. So let me just connect it with my MetaMask. But if you are not using a laptop, if you have a phone, just go to Google Play Store and download Kiwi browser. You can Kiwi browser is compatible with the MetaMask web extension. So if you download Kiwi browser, you can use it to interact with the exchange. That is the testnet exchange now. So it's already connected. Let me see. So this is my MetaMask. I'm waiting for it to come up. So this is my MetaMask. I'm just going to add the network that will enable me interact with the baby Doge coin swap. So there's an information that carries the setting, of which I will be doing it practically here. So once you are on your MetaMask now, you click here. Let me show you. You click on the drop down button here. Look at it here. Let me click on it now. So once you click on it, you add network. So you click on add network. Then once you click on add network, then you impute the necessary data. That is network name, new RPC URL, chain ID, then currency symbol, then block explorer URL. So the chain ID is 97. Then let's get this information, the other information like the network name. Let me get them. Don't worry, I'll drop all the information at the description of this video. So this is the network name. Let me just copy and paste it. So the network name is Binance Test Net. I'll copy. I'll go to my MetaMask. Okay, I'll paste it here. Network name. Let me just input it. Is Binance Test Net. Then the URL, let me go and copy it here. Copy it now. So you just have to follow it step by step until you fill everything here. Then the chain ID is 97. Then the currency symbol is T, small letter T. Okay, sorry, I want to take this out of the way. Let me see, it's small letter T, then BNB in capital. BNB, okay, sorry, BNB in capital. So the block explorer URL, let's go and get it. Okay, this is the block explorer URL, then I'll copy it. The reason why you have to add all of this is to enable you get the testnet token. The testnet token is not on sale, so if you don't add the network for you to go to the Faucet to get the token, the testnet token, you won't be able to interact with the baby Doge swap. So I've imputed all the data, so I'm going to click on save. Once save, then it's done automatically. So now initially they have given me 7.2278 tBNB, of which I will be using to interact with the testnet baby Dogecoin swap. So now I'll go to the exchange, that is the baby Dogecoin exchange, of which I'll find the link. Let's go to the the link is on the Twitter page to interact with. So let's go there. Okay, this is the link. I'll just click on it. Now this is the interface of the baby Dogecoin swap, the testnet. So my wallet is already connected. As you can see, this is my wallet with my testnet token, the BNB, the tBNB. So so there are a lot of information here. You can just go through it, but what I'm interested in here is the exchange where I can interact with the baby Dogecoin swap. So now I will have to convert, because let me take us here a little. Now look at the bottom of the exchange here, where you are seeing swap, you are seeing in, you are seeing info. So we'll be using this 3 button a lot here, and the swap options here. So now what we'll do here, let me get this out of the way. We are going to go to the pool, that is both the liquidity pool and also the single pool. So let's check which coin we are to get or to swap to before we swap it and get the coin we ought to have, then to interact with the exchange or the liquidity pool or the farm. So I'll first go to pool. Let me see the various options there. So this is the pool. Let me try and widen this can I still, okay, let me broaden the screen here. So these are the pool here. On laptop it will be more clearer, but let's just go with what we have here now. So these are the pool, and these are the various coin option. Let me click on detail. Like now, the first option is you have to be holding, or you have to buy your baby Doge, because you are if you stake in baby Doge and stake WBNB, so you have to have WBNB to stake here for you to be eligible to be earning the baby Dogecoin. That is the first option. You have to have WBNB, and you can buy it with the testnet token they have given you already. on adding the setting using your MetaMask account. So the second option now is aim baby Doge when you stake baby Doge. So this one is the single one. When you stake your baby Doge coin, you aim baby Doge. So I'm going to be the two option. The first two option is not coming out properly. You would have seen core here on the laptop. You would have seen the code being written here and code being written here. So the rest now are traders that added or created this pool, but the two first option, it was created by the team, the project team itself, so that traders could interact with. So as a trader now, or maybe someone who is interacting with the testnet, you can decide to create your own pool so that people will interact with it. But the first two is the team, and that is why I'm focusing on the first two to interact with the first two. So let me refresh this page to see if it will come out fully. Maybe it's network, I can't tell now. I just pray it come out. Okay, now we can still work with this one. The goal is to show you guys how to stake and also get some of this thing done. So now we know which coin to be buying now. The first one is BNB. The second one we have to buy the baby Doge itself. So let's go to our swap where we'll get. So the swap button is still below, as you can see it here. So the swap button is below here where my cursor is now. So I'm going to click on the swap button here. Then I'll choose the option swap here, choose the option swap, then it will take us to the swap page. So let's just wait for it to display. Now this is the swap page. We already have our testnet BNB, which we are going to use to buy our baby Doge coin. So all the token you are getting here is a testnet token, so they are not real. We are just working with the team to a kind of test run the exchange before the fix whatsoever problem it might have, then before they roll out the mainnet. So the mainnet is where the real things will be happening. The testnet is just for test running, and by experience or going using historical data now, we have seen that those who really interact with testnet are rewarded real-time token. So it's just good, and you will be doing yourself well to be part of those that will get this token. So let's choose baby Doge coin. So we are getting some baby Doge coin here. Let me choose one. Okay, one is very high, so just be adjusting the number of baby Doge coin you want to buy, and it's telling us the pricing part is too high, so one won't go. Let's try 0.5. 0.5 is still high, so let's try 0.0. okay, 0.1. with 0.1 go is too high. 0.2, okay, it will go. 0.2 will go. What of 0.9? It's too high. About 0.3, it will go. Let's try 0.4. okay, it will go. So once it's showing at this port now, once it's showing you that the pricing part is high, the transaction will not be executed successfully. So you have to be changing this figure here to get to a point whereby the transaction will be executed on one swap anyway. Though this one is still very high, the swap button here should be green, but we have no option than to just swap because we want more of the baby Doge coin. So I'm going to click on the swap option, click on swap anyway. So let's just read what is written here. This swap has a price impact of less at less 10%, or at least 10%, sorry for that, price impact of at least 10%. Please type the word confirm to confirm with this transaction. So since it's testnet, so the price impact, you didn't get this token with your money. It's a testnet token which was given to you by free, so you can go with the price impact whatsoever amount they want to take, so you are not losing anything. So click on the confirm button, then I think the transaction should be okay. Let me still click on it, confirm. Okay, the transaction is being executed now. Let's wait for it to come. Okay, it's waiting for confirmation. It then means I have to go to my MetaMask. So let me show you guys something. Once it's showing you waiting for confirmation, if you are using a phone just as I am using a phone, it won't pop out on the screen. But if it is a laptop, it will pop up on the screen. But since it's a phone, you just have to click on this button to get you there. Look at the button here, the 3 dash like a block stacked on top of each other. So you click on it, then you scroll down, then you click on your MetaMask down here to a kind of approve the transaction that is currently being sent to you. So so you just confirm the transaction. You click on the confirm button at the bottom here. So once you click on the confirm button, then let's go back. The transaction will be carried out successfully. So I think the transaction has been done successfully. Let's go to the baby swap. Okay, I think this is it. So the transaction has been submitted successfully, and I think we should have our baby Doge coin now. So our baby Doge coin has been given to us. Here it is. This is the figure. Then the next thing we want to do, since we have our baby Doge coin now, we'll go to our staking pool, which you can find it here on in button. So once you click on the in button, you click the option, select the option pool. Then once it's selected, we are going to interact with the second option, which says you earn baby Doge coin when you stake baby Doge. So I'll click on the drop down button here. This is the drop down button. So once I clicked on it, it will bring out harvest enable. So the first thing I want to do, I'm not harvesting yet since I have not staked any of the tokens, so I'm going to enable first. So once I enable, now let me still emphasize this. If you are using a phone, ensure that if you click on any button for the transaction, for you to approve the transaction, you need to go to your MetaMask. So, and to go to your MetaMask, just as I have done it not too long ago, you click on the 3 dots stack on top of each other at the top right hand side. So I'm going to click on it, scroll down. You will know that there is a transaction being sent to you to approve or reject when you see like a 1. You see that 1 on top of the logo of the MetaMask. So you just have to open it and approve the transaction. So if you are using a phone, just any listing transaction you are executing, it won't pop up on your screen. So you have to go to the MetaMask extension manually to execute or approve the transaction, or is either you are rejecting or confirming it. So I'll confirm this transaction. So once it's confirmed, I'll still go back here. Where is our this should be our swap here. Okay, not this one. This should be it. So it's approving now. So it has been done successfully. So now, since we have a kind of expand this transaction, or what did we do? And sorry, since we have clicked on the deposit to approve or enable the transaction, now the next thing we'll do is to deposit the baby Dogecoin. So once we deposit the baby Dogecoin, we have successfully staked the baby Dogecoin. So I'm going to click on maximum. So I'll click on the confirm button. Then since the transaction is being confirmed, I will go to my MetaMask. There's a transaction to respond to here. Then I will either confirm it or reject it, but I'm confirming it because I want this transaction to be executed. So once it is done, we still have to go back to our baby Dogecoin exchange. So it's confirming now. It will be done successfully. Okay, it's been done successfully now. So now successfully we have staked our baby Dogecoin on the test net, and immediately, as you can see, the data is reading here. So token in, this is my earning. Let me show you the data that is reading here is my earning. So now here is the total amount of token I have staked, and this staking pool will end in the next 4 days. So my reward is entering, as you can see it reading on at the top here where I circle. Then this is the total amount of baby Dogecoin I have bought and staked. So I can be withdrawing my in amount and maybe accumulating it here or compounding it, or I'll just leave it to be entering for me. And it have an APY, though the APY is not too big, but why I chose this this pool option is because this first 2 pool option is from the baby Dogecoin team. So the rest are just people that added those other pools. So I want to stake my coin with the project option. So and if I still want to stake more, okay, let me show us. Let me buy some baby Dogecoin and stake with the first option as well. So let me do for this first as well. Okay, that means if I'm doing for the first one, the first option, now I'll have to get some WBNB again, but it's still the same process. Because of the length of this video, I won't be going through all of that again. Now the next thing I want to show us here is the farm. Apart from the pool, there is also farm where you have to pay 2 tokens to enter to add liquidity. Then you stand a chance of earning as well. So as much as we have done for the single pool, let's do one for the pair pool as well. So to carry out this now, the first option says in baby Dogecoin when you stake baby Doge slash WBNB. So we need to buy baby Dogecoin and WBNB now. So we'll go to swap to get this before we add liquidity. Now we are buying WBNB, which this is WBNB. Let's enter an amount. Can we buy with? Okay, We can buy with 1 tBNB. What of 2? We can also buy with 2. What of 9? Can we buy with 9? Okay, insufficient. We can buy with 3. Okay, we can also buy with 3. What of baby Dogecoin? Can we buy baby Dogecoin with 1 BNB? I don't think it should be possible. Okay, we can. Let's buy with 3. Let's see. Okay, I think we can swap to get 3. Okay, you go to your MetaMask to confirm this transaction. So it basically is very simple. You just have to follow it step by step to get it done, to confirm. So this is the third time I'm coming here now to confirm the transaction. So I'm going back to the swap page here. This is it. So it's been done successfully, and my baby Doge token have been sent to me. So since we are pairing, since we are doing for 2, that is a pair, we are still going to buy WBNB. Is the WBNB, so that we can add liquidity and buy the token. So let's do for 3, and we'll click on wrap. So once you click on wrap, let's confirm the transaction. I think there's a transaction for us to confirm here. Once we wrap it, confirm. So once you confirm, you allow it to log in properly. We'll still confirm again so that we'll have it done successfully. Okay, so let's go to our swap page. Here is it. Then let's see. So 3 WBNB has been sent to us, which we bought now. The next thing we are going to do here is to click on the liquidity button. This is the liquidity button here. You click on it to add liquidity first. So I'm going to click on it now. I'll click on it, then I'll click on add liquidity. Remember, is a pair we are doing. We are going to add liquidity with just 1 pair. That is the 2 token we are going to use is, one is the baby Doge, then the other one is the WBNB. So once you set it this way, you see the amount of tBNB we use in buying the baby Doge coin is higher than the amount we use in buying the WBNB. So we'll click on the maximum button on the slot where it is written WBNB. For if you click on the maximum at the baby Doge coin slot, it won't work. It's far higher than the WBNB. So once that is done, it's telling us insufficient. Let's reduce it. Let's see 2.5. With 2.5 go? Okay, 2.5 can go. So once the button here is activated, is shown like this, then you can move ahead. But let's say, for instance, now if you put 3, the buttons will not be displayed, and these are the buttons I'm talking about. Let's put 2.5. These buttons here and these buttons here have to be displayed for you to move on from here. So once it is done, then you have to enable first, then you go to your MetaMask, you confirm the transaction. So once you confirm the transaction, I think let me take us there now. Okay, the transaction has been confirmed. Okay, here is it. Okay, this is not the page. Let me get this out of the way. Okay, sorry. Here is it. So I'm going to enable for WBNB also. We'll go to MetaMask, come here. So we'll confirm. So after confirming, we'll go to our swap, the swap page. So once it's enabled, then you click on the supply button, confirm supply. I'll go to my MetaMask to confirm this transaction. You click on confirm button. It's confirming. You go back. Here is it. So it's been confirmed successfully. So you have added the liquidity. So now you have added liquidity already. As you can see it here, this is the liquidity you just added just now. So this is not all. You have to stake the LP token that will be sent to you. So we'll still go back to our farm. Let's go back to our farm. You can find the farm on in, then you click on farms. Then the LP token has already been given to you, so we'll click the first option, the drop down button, then WBNB. okay, we enable it. So we'll go to our MetaMask to confirm the transaction. It's not difficult once you follow it step by step. It's just like you have to do this before you move on to the next stage. So it's not really difficult if you just follow it gradually. Don't be in a haste. Take your time to do it properly. So let's go back to our pool. I think this should be okay. Yes, this is it. So I've already enabled this. Okay, transaction approve. Let me just see if it will come up. Come in. Okay. Okay, it seems I did for this one. I activated the second one instead of the first one. So let's just activate the first one, which is the one we added liquidity not too long ago. Let me just refresh the page. Okay, I think we should have it here now. Let me still go back here. So guys, I just noticed that the first option has a problem. I'm clicking on the enable button, it's not working, and these are some of the issues that the team need to set and to tackle before they push this to the mainnet. And this is the reason why there's always a test net for people to test whatsoever problem they may come up with. Then they will report it to the team. So now we are going to use the second option, which is in baby Doge stake WBNB/USDT. So I'm going to just use the second option. So what I will do now is I will remove the I will kind of pull out the liquidity I added on this particular option, the first option now. So by going to, let's say, my swap liquidity, I'm going to remove the liquidity I just added to the first pool. So let's wait for it to come. Then after removing the liquidity, I'll opt into the second option, which is the BNB/USDT. So I'm going to remove this liquidity now. This one, this is the liquidity I added to the first pool. So I'm going to remove it to convert my baby Doge to USDT, so that I will have USDT/WBNB. So I'm removing it now. Click on the drop down button, I'll click on remove. then I should see the percentage of the LP token I want to remove from the liquidity pool. So I'm going to use the maximum button. I want to remove all, and the reason why I'm doing this is because the first option has a problem, which is not allowing me to stake my LP token. So I will go to my MetaMask to confirm the transaction. So I'll sign in, then okay, I think let me go to my swap, the remove liquidity page. I think this should be it. Then I'm going to remove it now. The first one was enable the removal, then the second one now is to remove it properly. So I'm going to confirm the transaction here and confirm, the confirm button. So it's been removed now. Let's go and check. So this is it. So it's been done successfully now. So I've removed my token from the liquidity pool here. So I'm going to just add liquidity to the second option, which is which the button is okay. So I'll go to my liquidity, add liquidity. So I will convert my baby Doge coin to USDT so that I can have USDT to WBNB to use on the liquidity pool. So I'm converting it now. It's showing me insufficient balance. How come insufficient balance? I don't. Okay, let's adjust the amount here. I want to get some. Okay. Insufficient USDT. Okay, sorry, I needed to swap, I needed to swap first before adding liquidity. So let me swap first. I don't have USDT, that is why it's displaying like that. So I needed to swap my baby Doge coin, sorry, to USDT. So let me choose. So I'll use the maximum button. The price impact is too high, so I'll adjust it a little bit. Let me see, because of the price impact is saying it's too high. Let me use 60. It's too high again. So we keep adjusting it till it gets to a point. Okay, I think okay, I think we can use this one now. This is okay like this. So I'll go to my MetaMask, approve the transaction. So the video is quite lengthy because of this procedure. Is it demands a lot anyway, since it's a test net. We have to get everything right. Okay, and this is it. The transaction has been done. So we have successfully purchased our USDT. So let's go to add liquidity here. Add liquidity. So I'm adding liquidity to the pool where these two tokens, the WBNB, using these two tokens, WBNB and USDT. So I'm just going to add the liquidity. Let me use maximum. Okay, so I'm using the maximum. I'll enable USDT. You know, WBNB has already been enabled. We enabled that in our last transaction where we added liquidity to the Doge coin. But now we are no more adding liquidity to the Doge coin because of the problem with that pool. We are using a different pool now, which is the okay, I think I need to supply after. Okay, confirm supply now. Let's get this out of the way. I need to go to my MetaMask, confirm the transaction. So once the transaction is confirmed, I'll move straight up to my farm, then stake my LP token. The LP token is a single token that will give you after adding liquidity to any pool. This is the LP token that you stake. So I've added the liquidity. This is the data here, as you can see on your screen. This is the data of the liquidity I've added. Share of pool, you see pool BNB, you see pool, the amount of USDT I used. So this the data for the liquidity I just added. So we'll go to our farms now to stake the LP token. So remember, we used the second pool, so which is WBNB and the USDT. Let's enable it first. I think we should go to, once enabled, then we can deposit the LP token. So now we confirm it, and then after confirming, we'll go to our farm. Okay, this is the farm. Then after confirming it, I think okay, we need to deposit now. Generally, it seems to me like this button has some challenges, because I noticed now, maybe this is one of the things the team have to look into. I noticed when you add liquidity to any of the pool, when in coming to stake the LP token, when you click on that very particular pool you added liquidity, once you enabled it to deposit, it will show you enabled first, and you approve, confirm the transaction. Then coming to the pool now to deposit, it will still be showing you enable. I don't know why it's showing like that. Maybe it's a technical issue which the team needs to address, because I noticed that when I removed my liquidity from the first option, it's now showing me the deposit option now. And let me just walk us through whether it will be done successfully. Let me still try to add liquidity to the first option, and it's okay. Let me use the first option. I think we have the baby Doge and the WBNB. Let me still add a little liquidity to it, so that let's see if it will work fine for us. Okay, let me supply now, and I'm just going to approve this transaction. Confirm. Let's see whether the deposit button would pop up now, because what I've been experiencing is I will add liquidity, and when I go to a kind of deposit the LP token, the button will disappear, the deposit button will disappear. So I've just added the liquidity to the first pool again. Let me try let me try if I can see the button for deposit and stake the LP token. So the button for deposit just disappeared again. So this is a problem the team have to take a look at. Whenever one add liquidity to any of the pool here and enable that pool to deposit the LP token, after enabling that pool now, the deposit button will disappear, and if you remove the liquidity, the deposit button will appear again. So meaning that it will only be available when you don't have any when you remove your liquidity, of which you can't stake anything in that situation. So the team have to just address this issue. For the single pool is working fine, but the liquidity pool, this is just the problem. You add liquidity, you enable that particular pool. When you come to deposit, the deposit button disappears. It's still showing you enable. You try to enable it again, it would still not work. So this is all we can take for now. The pool option, where you can stake single and token, which is what I have done here, is working fine. But when you come to the liquidity pool, that is the farm option, now the farm option is not working fine at all. I've added liquidity for me to deposit. Now the enable button is still coming up, and I've enabled it on several occasions. Is still appearing enabled still. So I think it's something the team have to work on. So guys, this is all what we can take for this video. We have spent a lot of time in this single video, and in this video I've been able to show us how to interact with the baby Dogecoin swap, and is a test net. The main net will soon be announced, and I'm really bullish about this coin. On the long term, this project will do very fantastic, and it's not a financial advice. Do your own research, and if you are interested, you can also jump in. And for the test net, I just believe that there will be a reward for those who test run this this exchange, this the baby Doge swap.com. And as we do any bug or any problem you experience, you can forward your complaint to the team on Telegram to highlight and let them know about it. So thank you very much, and trade wisely, my friends. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have any problem or any question at all to ask, do where to forward it, and just drop the question on the comment section, and I will answer those questions and those concerns of yours. So thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye.